Has your child or even yourself been diagnosed with a concussion recently? It's important that you take your time returning back to sport or activity. My name is Dr. Armstrong. I'm a chiropractor at Willowbrook Chiropractic in Langley, and today I'm going to discuss some of the guidelines on how to proceed when you want to return to sport or you want to guide your child on returning to sport. Now, the guidelines I'm going to talk about are from parachute.ca, which is like an excellent resource that has all these guidelines online. They're an accident prevention website and organization. So first of all, you want to seek medical attention, particularly if there's been a loss of consciousness or if there's any vomiting, then just go straight to emergency. Or if it's less serious, then you can consult with a healthcare practitioner. Make sure you get assessed to determine if you are in fact suffering from a concussion. In the first 24 to 48 hours, then you're slowly going back to activities of daily living and trying to minimize your screen time. Now that's step one. Now each step is going to take about 24 hours, at least 24 hours, but it can maybe take longer depending on how you respond. So if your symptoms get slightly worse, a little bit aggravated, that's okay. If they get a lot aggravated, then you want to stay at that step and don't proceed to the next stage. So first step, slow activities of daily living. The next step, you're going to try some low-grade aerobic activity like going for a walk or riding a stationary bike. And then if that's feeling okay, then you're going to progress to more moderate aerobic activity so that your heart rate is up, your breathing is a little bit higher. If that's feeling okay, if you've done that for 24 hours or more, then you can proceed to stage 3. So stage 3, when we're thinking about return to sport, then you're starting to try some sport-specific drills. And this is away from other players. You're maybe practicing shooting or throwing and see how your body responds. At this stage, if you're feeling okay, it's important to go back to your medical practitioner, your health practitioner, and just get the go-ahead to start progressing to return to sport. Because in stage 4, then you're going to start practicing with other players, doing some drills. We're not in games yet. And then if that's feeling okay for 24 hours at least, then you're going to progress to allowing some contact. So you might do some scrimmaging in a practice. You might be doing some higher risk drills where you may come in contact with another player. That's feeling okay. Then we go to stage 6, which is returning to an actual game where there might be contact. Now, the most important time period is those first 10 days after a concussion or a head injury. Now, we actually call concussions a traumatic brain injury now because we are injuring our brain. So that 10-day period is when you're most vulnerable to suffering another concussion. And if you suffer another concussion, then that can be a lot more serious than that first time. So even though you could theoretically move through these steps within a week, I would suggest try and move more towards 10 days to be on the safe side because you do not want to be dealing with the long-term effects of a concussion. Now, most concussion symptoms, they resolve within 4 weeks, but if you're finding that you're not really getting better, then it might be time to consult with a concussion specialist. Or if you're finding that you have some neck pain, some dizziness, and some headaches associated with your concussion, it's possible that some of that actually could be coming from your neck itself. You might have gotten a little bit of whiplash during your injury, and we can help with that. So talk to us if you are suffering some of those symptoms, because if it's coming from the neck, we might be able to help calm that down. If you have any questions about this, I encourage you to consult the guidelines on parachute.ca or talk to myself, Dr. Armstrong, or Dr. Jody Freedman. We're always happy to help. We post regular content under Willowbrook Chiropractic on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you want to book online with us, you can book at willowbrookchiropractic.com.